The combine wrapped up yesterday with the defensive backs, and we're going to go over my risers and fallers from day 4 of the combine. But what's crack-a-lackin'? It's your boy Broshmo, just in case you did not know. So go ahead, become a bro and subscribe. Leave this video a thumbs up if you enjoy the content. As always, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love having that nice, beautiful football discourse. As I kind of tweak my rankings a little bit, we're going to have a mock draft tomorrow, so it's going to be mock draft Tuesday. That's going to be a blast. We'll have a stream sometime during the week as well, so be around for that. But let's go ahead, get into it. We're going to start with Tareq Wallin, because the guy put on a hell of a show. First off, he was the biggest corner here at Indy. Not really close. 6'4", 205. And then he came in with the 33 and 5/8 arms, so huge. That was also biggest here at the combine. And then he proceeded to run a 4.26. So Bruce Feldman, you were right. That boy go fast. Then he got 42 inches in the vert, showing the explosiveness. Yes, he might be perhaps a bit of a developmental guy, a guy that's really going to be like only sought out by teams that are real press heavy. But man, he's just oozing those physical and athletic traits that I could definitely see him coming off the board in the second round. Now let's talk about arguably maybe some people's cornerback one in Sauce. That's right, lost in the sauce. Ahmed Gardner had a hell of a day. 6'3", coming in 10 pounds lighter than he played at, allegedly, 190. But he had the second longest wingspan of the cornerbacks with 33.5 inches, and then proceeded to run a 4.41. Outstanding. Actually, a lot of the corners here, they opted out of the other drills. They really just came and did their 40 and called it a day. And then obviously they did like some of the on-field drills, but in terms of like the vert, broad, 3-cone and such, didn't really do those. But Sauce, hell of a day. Like, especially considering like he came in and Derek Stanley, one of like his supposed calling cards is, well, that length. It's like, hey, he's supposed to come in, and I expected at least 32-inch arms from Stanley, and he didn't have those. I think he's going to have a hell of a pro day to really kind of like cement that. Like, hey, if you prefer Stanley because you think the athletic traits are going to be out the wazoo, go for it. If you prefer Sauce, I get it too. Sauce, honestly, I think he might be cornerback one. I might end up holding out till the pro day for Stanley, and then Sauce too. I kind of want to see how he does in the 3-cone, but the movement skills seem nice based on some of his earlier work this season. But yeah, no, this guy's, I think, going top 10. I had a top 10 grade on him coming in, and he did nothing but help that. What a day. Not a lot of or at least fallers on the day in general, but let's keep going over our risers with Alontae Taylor. Alontae Taylor had one heck of a day. I think he maybe moved himself into late day 2 consideration. A guy that I was like, man, I could have swore this guy had length. And I think at the Senior Bowl he came with, like, they measured him out at like sub 32 inches, but he ended up measuring here at the combine 32.25 inch arms. Love to see it. Proceeded to run a 4.36. Love to see it. Like, I like that. Speed was something I was a bit questionable with him on, but honestly, he was one of the more fluid athletes there at the Senior Bowl. I think this did nothing but help him. I think it moved him out of that early day 3 consideration definitely into day 2. It was a good day, and it's kind of weird because, like, I knew this guy had length, right? Because he wears the, like some games this season, he'd wear like what seemed like 4, 5, or 6 like armbands. And it's like, them horizontal stripes, man, they make you look taller, make you look longer. So Not length's legit, speed legit. You love to see it. And then I also want to throw into this. I didn't include him on the list, but Cam Taylor-Britt, I think cemented his status as a top 100 guy in this class. He came in with 4.38 speed. Love to see it. We know this guy loves to lay a good hit. He's probably one of the better run defenders in this class. Good day for him, but didn't have him on the list because I feel like I'm not moving him up too much. And then Zion McCullen out of Sam Houston, one of the small school guys. I was there at the Senior Bowl, and he really needed this because I was off on him after the Senior Bowl. I didn't think he had a great showing, and I remember, if you remember Christian Watson's catch that was thrown behind him by who was it, Kenny Pickett, the guy that Watson beat, it was McCullen right off the line, dude. Literally put him on his face, and yeah, like it would have went for a touchdown if it wasn't underthrown. But McCullen, I think, had a pretty darn good day. He ran a 4.33 40, came in with at 6'2", 199. Had a 39.5-inch vert. On top of that, came in measuring close to 31-inch arms. And he tested out another drill. Yeah, he was literally the only guy from the cornerback group that did the 3-cone and the short shuttle. 3-cone being 6.48, which is a ridiculous score. So I like to see that. I think this makes him draftable. I could, like I said, I called this, like after the Senior Bowl, I was like off on this guy. I was like, nah, he's a UDFA. I could see a team taking a late day 3 flyer on him now. Good on you, McCullen. You had a good day. A lot of the corners had good days, really. Like, I mean, not as good as this safety class. I guess let's get into it. Nick Cross, he was one of the guys I was hyping up coming in, saying this guy's going to set the combine on fire, and he did just that. Keep in mind, he's actually, I think, the youngest safety in this class as well. He's not going to be 21 until I think right before the season. But the dude came in 6 foot, 212, and then 4.4 40, 37-inch vert, 130 inches on the broad jump. He is as advertised. I don't know if, like, because it's legit going to be a fight for who's safety 2 in this class after Kyle Hamilton. I don't know if he's gotten quite into that hemisphere, but I think there's definitely an argument to be made. This guy flashed a lot. And then Lewis Seen, straight up, he's going to be safety 2 for me probably. Like, listen, Daxton Hill, he had a great combine as well. But I did not expect Seen to run in the 4.4s. I thought he was going to run closer to Jaquan Brisker, and he ended up running a 4.4 flat, 36.5-inch vert, 133 inches on the broad. He did that all at just under 200 pounds. You know this guy can hit. He looked a bit more fluent. That was kind of one of the things I would say about him during the season. He wasn't he didn't have the greasiest, the oiliest of hips when having to turn and break. But he looked much better in that regard here during the on-field drills. So yeah, like, hey, Daxton Hill had a hell of a day too. 4.4 140, which slower than Seen, surprisingly, but he came in, he has good length. Actually, it's at literally 32.25 inch, the same as Seen, but I really think Seen's just gonna edge him out, man. I feel dirty that I had Hill and Brisker in front of him. Like, I just didn't expect this type of combine from him. I really didn't. I came away mightily impressed. Yep, this is another one of these guys where it's like go back and check the film, and I really think he may have talked himself into first round consideration. Like, because again, you know this guy as a tackler, as a guy that can come downhill and just lay a boom, but I didn't expect him to be that type of athlete. I expected him to be similar to Brisker, but yeah, Brisker tested out how I expected he would. It was really seen that stole the show for me. And then I do want to mention a safety that didn't really impress me much at the Senior Bowl, but going back looking at his tape, I was like, this guy's a pretty darn good athlete, and yeah, he's a pretty darn good athlete. JT Woods had a hell of a day. 6'2", 195, came in with 32 and 3/8 inch arms, and he ran a 4.36. Like, he's a long strider. Like, this guy has big steps. This is what I was kind of expecting from like Kirby Joseph, who decided not to run today, but he participated in like the vert, the broad jump, even did the bench. But yeah, 39.5 inches on the vert, 128 inches on the broad. Like, JT Woods, for me, he was a guy that was kind of like, I kind of questioned the ball skills because like he was more of a guy at right place, right time. He was that type of player from the games that I've watched, but the dude's a smooth athlete. I don't know. I'd be tempted to take him late day 2. I think at the very least he's definitely at least he's in the early day 3 discussion for me. He is moved off from that mid day 3 grade which I initially had for him. Again, the Senior Bowl, man, I didn't walk away that impressed with him. But yeah, no, JT Woods, man. Hell of a day for you, bro. Hell of a day. Hell of a day. And actually, a lot of the safeties had a good day. Dane Belton from Iowa looked pretty darn good. Another guy that I actually haven't watched yet. I want to go back and watch some of his stuff. A lot of y'all tell me he was used very similarly to like an Amani Hooker, who was also from Iowa. So I just haven't had the time to go back and watch his stuff. So I can't wait to see him. Bubba Bolden. Honestly, I could have put Bubba Bolden on the fallers list, but he didn't make it. Anywho, Jermaine Waller, full disclosure, all my fallers are corners. They're all corners. There weren't a lot of them today. Jermaine Waller, though, I think hurt his stock a lot. Like, I don't know if you could, like, based on what he did this past year at Tech, the past few years, like, I'd be willing to draft him, but, like, he just really, like, a 4.68 in the 40 just seems undraftable to me. It seems like you better be moving positions. Like, 6 foot, 180. Like, that's bad. That's bad. Like, I wouldn't want to touch that guy. So, like, he might have, like, a big fall for me when it's all said and done. I had a 4th round grade on him. Now I'm looking at him late day 3. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Like, that 40 times is very bad. I've been refreshing NFL.com because I don't believe that. I was like, this can't be right. This can't be true. But no, there it is. 4.68. The next slowest corner was a 4.57. Kyle Wright. Someone I wasn't that high on anyway. On to the next. It's Kobe Bryant, the Black Mamba himself. Coming in 6'1", 193. And he actually had the 4th lowest 40 here, or highest 40, however you want to view it. Though it wasn't that bad. It was like a 4.54. Didn't test out in anything else other than the bench where he had 17. I think that was the most, right? No, I was tied for second with Damarian Williams. So good on you, Damarian. But yeah, he looked stiff. He looked exactly how he looked like at the Senior Bowl. He's a stiff athlete. He's an early day 3. Like, for me, I think that, like, I kind of had him there anyway after the Senior Bowl, and I think that just kind of cemented as like, yeah, he's not a guy I'm going to take on day 2. It was really those on-field drills where I was just like, yeah, this is a zone-only corner. Like, I don't know if I'd want this guy in man-to-man. Maybe like cover 3 be ideal, because he does have ball skills. Like, don't get it like I'm like, oh, rubbish, never draft him. No, he is a good player. You could tell just by watching the film. But he is limited in what I think he can be and can do. So, yeah, not like how I feel about Jermaine Waller. Again, I would not touch this guy, Jermaine Waller, with that type of time. That is awful. And then my final faller is just another, just a guy that fell because of expectations. Kyler Gordon. I was just expecting more. He came in smaller than listed there at Washington, which guys normally do, but I expected him to be like 6'1", 6'2", 200 pounds. He's 5'11", 194. It's like, you know what? Maybe he's going to be looking to pull out a banger 40. You know, he's supposed to be like this, like great physical tools, and then he's going to test out like crazy. Only ended up doing the 40, and then he ran a 4.53, which isn't bad. It's just the expectations were much higher than that. Like, honestly, you'd have to be, I expected him to be in the 4.4s. Like, the length is great. No, it's not. What am I saying? I was looking at, wait, am I looking at the right guy? Yeah, okay, 4.52. I was looking at Martin Emerson. I was like, he doesn't have 33 inch. Martin Emerson came out lengthy as hell, 33.5 inch. He tied Sauce there with the second longest. But yeah, only 31-inch arms. I say only because I expected him to be longer than that. Look at that. Just look at the picture. Wearing all these armbands. It makes our arms look longer than you think. But yeah, it's like, I think firmly this guy is maybe like mid-day 2. May sneak into the top 50, depending on how you feel about him, how maybe he tests out much better during his pro day, but like, I don't know. It was just underwhelming. It was underwhelming for a guy that was starting to get some first round buzz. I wouldn't take him in the first round. I mean, shoot, dude. Kyer Elam came in and ran a sub 4.4. And we were talking about Gordon maybe passing Elam. That fat chance. Elam, 3 years of great production in the SEC. Fat chance Kyler Gordon will pass him on my rankings. So it was just a bit of disappointed because of the expectation. For the most part, everyone, I thought there were a lot of good performances today. To be fair, corners didn't test out in a lot of stuff. Maybe NFL Network updates that. I didn't see it, or I said NFL Network. I didn't see them do any of the cone drills or short shuttles on NFL Network, but I don't know. I keep refreshing NFL.com, and I'm not getting numbers for 3-cone or shuttle unless your name is Zion McCullen. But in terms of the safety, some people might be down on Kyle Hamilton. He ran a 4.59. But you see the explosiveness. I mean, he had I think he had the highest vert, 38. Second highest. He was just beat by Kirby Joseph. Don't know why he didn't run the 40. Maybe it's because he did the bench, but he had 100. But anyway, Kyle Hamilton had 131 on the broad jump. He had a sub 7-second 3-cone. Like, he tested well, and like, we know he's more of this explosive athlete. So that 40 time, I'm not too worried about. He's got great length, 33-inch arms. Like, Kyle Hamilton, he didn't do nothing. Some people may be a bit sour. We know what he is. He's explosive. Like, I guess you could say Bubba Bolden, a guy that was supposed to be very athletically gifted, just didn't test the way you'd want him to. He was even underwhelming in the broad jump, only 116 inches. Quinton Lake, someone may want to maybe like, well, Quinton Lake only had a 4.64 40. It's like, we know what Quinton Lake is. The dude's like a late day 3. That can play a lot of different positions, and he's a great special teamer. That dude's a great utility. That's a great player to have. So I don't think he disappointed by any means, especially based on his play on the field. But yeah, no, that's it for me, man. Be on the look for the mock draft tomorrow. And as always, until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.